The original way that we fabricated ceramic restoration, ceramic veneers, was what we call a hand-stacked technique. Dentists often say liquid powder or salt and pepper. So the ceramist is going to sit and they are going to fabricate dies of the teeth you've prepared. They typically use something for this technique called a refractory die, where they're going to use some sort of a spacer or a material, a foil to separate, and they're going to have in front of them a palette of powdered ceramics or porcelains. They're going to have liquid, they're going to have a brush, and what they're going to do is they're going to moisten the brush or pick some of the liquid up. They're going to put the tip in a specific porcelain or ceramic powder. They're going to get a slurry on the brush, and they're going to now deliver this to the die, hence the reason we call it liquid powder or salt and pepper technique. It's a very, very artistic process. It's a very challenging process for the laboratory technician. It's labor intensive and time intensive. There's a lot of advantages to doing it this way. The advantages are the color of the restoration is through and through, instead of being a surface stain that can be brushed away, profied away, or removed due to a patient with a highly acidic diet or acidic oral pH. One of the advantages to a layering technique is the color is in the ceramic, it's not on the surface, and it's much more durable. The other advantage to that is we do have the ability to layer in opaquing ceramics, to layer in some totally translucent ceramics at a gingival margin to create a contact lens effect. If we've got a missing corner on a class 4, the first ceramic added to the die can replicate the opacity, chroma, and hue of the prep and repair that so we don't see that angular line through the restoration. If a tooth has a little stripe in it, they can place a little bit of a more opaque ceramic there. So it does give us more options and more versatility and more durability from an aesthetics perspective. The other fabrication technique that I want to talk about is milling. And I think almost everybody is familiar with milling and milling technology. So we're going to take something called a block of material for some of our smaller in-office milling machines. For some of the larger milling machines that laboratories use, they actually use something called a puck. And you're actually now going to cut the restoration out of a material using diamond burrs. We can mill feldspathic ceramic, leucite-reinforced ceramic, lithium disilicate, or zirconia. We know this material more commonly by one of the brand names called Emax. So when we think about lithium disilicate, it can be pressed or milled. So the fabrication techniques are the same. The risks and benefits or pros and cons of those two different fabrication techniques are exactly the same. The difference is we're using an ingot or a block of a material that has totally different physical properties from feldspar or lucite-reinforced. What's the one we care most about? The flexural strength. Flexural strength of lithium disilicate is commonly reported about 500 megapascals. So we're talking about a ceramic that is 4 to 4.5 times stronger under flex, which is how anterior teeth and anterior veneers fail than either feldspathic or lucite-reinforced ceramics.